excited for the mission. I am super excited to be with y'all today. Listen, there's so many other places I could be, you could be, we could be. But you know what? I am so proud of us. I'm so proud of you because there's something on the inside of you that is striving for prosperity, that is striving for prosperity, that is hungry for the next level. And I want you to know, as a human, as a woman, I am super, 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 super proud of be here. I am honored to be here with you all. And honestly, there is no other place I'd rather be. So you know what? Don't worry about the link. Y'all keep asking for a link. Don't worry about Instagram. I'm going to stay right here. YouTube, I'm going to stay right here. There's people over here on YouTube. There's hundreds of people over here on Instagram. You information. I am here to give you insight. I am here to give you education. We're going to stay right here because you getting the information means more to me than anything else. So I am excited and I am ready, all right, to share with you all what has been on my heart and what brings me great joy to really be able to bring to you because I know that all of us are thriving, are desiring to go higher. Go ahead and turn that off. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So listen, y'all, grab yourself a pen and paper. I'm going to be with you for the next few minutes here. We'll probably be together for the next hour. So what I want each and every one of you to do is to grab yourself a pen and paper, get in a quiet space. Give me a napkin. Let me wipe off these cameras to make sure I'm good and clear. First of all, y'all, I feel absolutely amazing. I got myself some rest. And I can tell you right now that rest is very essential to success. You know, most of you all came on here because you are enamored, excited, and ready, you know, to go higher. It was something about, you know, that topic, you know, building a 7-figure business that grabbed your attention because, of course, it's Saturday, and a lot of us will probably want to be somewhere else. Yeah, fix that right there. Get something to fix it behind this better. In front of me, yeah. A lot of y'all will, you know, probably want to be somewhere else doing something different, but you're here, you know, because you desire more. So anyway, I'm feeling amazing, y'all. I'm feeling rested. I'm feeling rejuvenated. One of the things I want to tell you that's so important as we talk together this evening is that health and vitality is extremely important to that next level. All right, health and vitality is very important for you to get to the next level. And it is very important that you have a ritual of health and vitality. It is very important that you have a ritual of moving your body. Of course, y'all know I take amazing nutritional supplements, and I saw somebody say, hey, she took a NutriBurst today. But yes, in addition to me taking my NutriBurst, I have learned solid strategies to be able to control my state, to be able to control my emotions, to be able to control my mental capacity at any given moment. And if you don't know this, I want you to know that your emotions, okay, the way that you give life, you know, its meanings to, you know, obviously, you know, be able to control your state, whatever you give a meaning, whatever meaning you give to a situation, to a circumstance, really creates your emotions. And I want y'all to write this down. Whatever meaning you give to anything that happens to you, it is going to create any meaning you give to anything that you have experienced. That meaning creates your emotions, okay? And your emotions is what's controlling your life, all right? I woke up today, actually, y'all, a little after 2, and when I woke up, I immediately woke up and I was blown away because I don't sleep until 2 o'clock. So I was blown away that I woke up and it was 2 o'clock. And my first emotion was, damn, that's bum. That's what bums do. But I really realized that I needed rest. And I gave myself what I needed. And that is important to what we're going to talk about today because it is so paramount that we give ourselves not just what we need, but we give ourselves what we want. But it's essential that we constantly pay attention to what we are feeling because a lot of us are walking around, right, watch this, unconsciously incompetent, which means we don't know what we don't know, but we think we know, and that's why people are dying, of heart disease. That's why people are dying prematurely, because they are being oblivious to the things that they need and the things that they feel. For example, I'm not going to say names, but we know of a billionaire just last year that committed suicide, right? This woman is a billionaire, which means she had all the money in the world. Guys, you can't spend $1 billion. You understand? You can't spend $1 billion in this lifetime. To have $1 billion and to be suicidal, that means that somewhere along the lines, she failed to pay attention to what she was feeling. She failed to pay attention to the meaning she gave it, everything that she experienced, and her meanings created her emotions, and her emotions are the very reason why she killed herself as a billionaire. Do you understand? A billionaire that we would deem as a successful person, a successful woman, a successful mother, a successful wife. But I am telling y'all right now, before we get into what we're going to talk about this evening, that there was something missing. And I am telling y'all, now that I have money, I have little money. Like, my money is more than enough, okay? It is for my nice little modest lifestyle. My money, yes, is more than enough. However, you throwing me off your energy. However, I'm able to pay attention to how I feel. And I can tell y'all right now, as I come back here from a 7-day spiritual awakening, okay, money is very, 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 very important. But money is not everything. But the person that has no money would not agree. Because when you have no money, all you desire is money. But when you have no health, all that you desire is health. So just pay attention. Health, vitality, wealth is very important. Okay? So this evening I have tons of things I want to talk about, and I'm going to try to keep this into perspective, because sometimes my heart grabs a hold of my mind, and my heart takes over, and my heart gets into sympathy, compassion mode, and my heart forgets that we came here for a particular subject. Many of you all are probably going to expect for me to talk about money, strategy. But I have to ask you guys a question. There's over about 1,000 of you right now watching me, and I'm thankful that you're here, because I pray that you get something from what we're going to discuss, because this something that you can get can absolutely change your life. And so my question is, how many of you all watching me right now truly desires to be prosperous? You want more money. I want you to answer that question. How many of you all need more money? And let me just tell y'all something. This is a very serious time in my life. I'm very serious at this phase of my life. And I don't want to turn off the chat right here, but I do see what you say and what you type, and it could sometimes be a distraction, because I want to answer you, or I want to give you feedback. And I see people keep saying, stop using emojis, okay? The laughy emojis make people here who come to really get something, it throws them off. So I'm just letting you know, if you hit the laughy emoji, we're going to block you, all right? Because when people are trying to pay attention, because they are looking for something, because they want to change their life, because they know money is important, but we all should get to the place that we know money is not everything, all right? But money is important. So your strongest desire is to make more money, right? You say yes. Nothing is wrong with that. And I can tell you that for the past 11 years, one of my number one desires was to make more money, because I have a lot of responsibility. However, I need you to know that moving from a place of survival, okay, to thrival is all in the mind. And not only is it in the mind, my friends, it is in your spirit. It is in your vibrational frequencies. It is in who you are internally that begins to get the external rewards. So those of you that stuck in survival, the best thing that I could tell you before we get into our conversation of this evening is that success is really a vibrational frequency, a spiritual act, a experience that happens when you become one with that in which you desire. Meaning that your peace, your happiness, your freedom, your success, you hear me, is more important than anybody else's opinions, and even more important than the lack thereof knowledge, the lack thereof wisdom, which wisdom is not until you apply, the lack thereof money. Stop thinking that you cannot succeed because you don't have no money. That's not true. I had no money. I could name tons of people that started off with no money. It's not about having money. It's about a shift, not only in your mental capacities, but it is about a shift in your vibrational frequencies, okay? And I can tell you right now, the man that is determined to reach his highest capacity, meaning he would not stop going, he would not stop growing, he would not stop fighting, is the man that is on his way to his next level. Now, Hennessy. So now, here's what I want to tell y'all. So success is a vibrational frequency. Success is this. Write this down. Now, y'all know I'm giving away $500 to somebody today. So one of the things I want you all to do is I want you all to pay attention, because my team is on here. I'm on here. I can see your engagement, and just for no reason, I'm gonna give away some money today. I'm gonna give away $500 today because I like the engagement, and I just want to sow a seed on this message today for the colored folk. I want to sow a seed on it. And so success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. I am no successful than the next man that's on his journey to greatness. I am no successful than the man that has no money but is on his way to greatness. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. And I learned that from one of my virtual coaches years ago. Success is about understanding what it is that you truly desire. And success is about not stopping until you fucking get there. Hennessy. Success is about not stopping until you get there. So I'm going to ask you right now, what is it that you want from your life right now? Tell me, what is it that you want of your life right now? Can you engage with me? Talk with me. What would you like to see your life like now? That's success. But success is understanding that if it's a progressive, that means you're supposed to progress through the process. So how do I build any seven-figure business? Well, check this out. Being that success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal, what is it that you are good at, y'all? I'm asking you, what is it? Because all of us were born with a seed of greatness. Do you know that? All of us, every single one of us, were born with a seed of greatness. All of us. And I'm asking you today to tell me, what are you good at now? It is something that all of us could be doing, and we could be doing it very, 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 very well. But I want to tell y'all something, since we're talking about how to build any seven-figure business. When you discover what you are innately good at, meaning you are good at it now. See, for some strange reason, we were taught to identify our weaknesses and turn them into strengths. Well, the more and more we identify what we're not good at, it really does tend to weigh us down. So you may have an entrepreneur spirit, you may have something that you can contribute to the world, but yet and still you're not contributing because you're so busy focusing on what you have as inadequacies, like I was. You're so busy focusing on what you have not, like I was. You're so busy focusing on what you can't do, like I was. You're so busy looking at what everybody else is doing, like I was. Not realizing that I have a gift on the inside of me. Now, once you identify whatever that gift is, it now becomes your sole responsibility, my friends, to grow within your authenticity. As a matter of fact, come on, I want y'all to type right down here in this box, grow in my authenticity. Can we do that? Grow in my authenticity. What does that mean? Let me tell y'all what that means. And I want you to tell me, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch, I'm going to look at like all of this engagement, you guys. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look and I'm going to, I'm going to be sending you random DMs, randomly talking to you because what I have, I want other people to experience it. What I know, I want people to know that it's in them. How I've been able to connect with people that I never thought I'd be able to connect with. I want you all to be able to learn that because it is a learned behavior. We were taught growing up. We used to hear things like, take me how I am, take it or leave it, this is who I am. If you don't like me, oh well. Or, how many of y'all heard this? I'm just set in my ways. No, we're not set in our ways. We have to understand that we have to unlearn what we have already learned, but we got to extract that in which serves us now. So, no, I'm not that take it or leave it. This is who I am. If you don't like it, oh well. Nah, Frederica, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, Justice. No, we're understanding that success begins with you understanding that you can have it. I need each and every one of you to hear me out today. Each and every one of you. If there was not a seed of greatness on the inside of you, if there was not a burning desire to be more on the inside of you, you would not be here with me wasting your time on a Saturday. But I want you to know, just like you, I used to wake up every day saying, I know that there is more. I used to feel that I was settling. And I used to wake up in the morning sometimes saying, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? And I would literally feel tears welling up in my eyes because I would want to cry. And then I would be like, why am I crying? There's nothing wrong with me because I could not identify what was wrong with me. I couldn't put my finger on what was bothering me because there was nothing really bothering me. But what was bothering me was that I felt that I should be doing more. And so I used to think that I was waking up every day on the wrong side of the bed. But as we're talking about how to build a 7-figure business, any 7-figure business, I am telling you that that feeling is amazing. And I want you to celebrate that feeling right now. Please celebrate that feeling because that means you have not decided to settle and you have decided that you shall not conform. And that is a beautiful thing that we think is bad. And so I'm telling you, what you got to do is keep it to yourself, but you got to grow in your authenticity. So one of the reasons why I want y'all to know I'm so loud and big on Instagram is because someone needs to hear what I'm sharing with them and who I am and how I feel. And I share with you my happiness, my knowledge, my joy, my investments, my excitement, because no one woke me up. Everybody around me made me feel like I was doing just fine. But it was me that knew there was more that needed to be done. Now, as I was in Cambodia, every day I woke up. And every day I woke up. And every time I would wake up, it would be another revelation after revelation after revelation during my meditation that I would get. So I meditate, y'all, normally every day. Every time I come home, because of DJs being so happy to see me, which that's a part of, who I am as a mom. When I come home, I notice that because I'm gone kind of so much that my rituals kind of get broken. But for the most part, I meditate every day. And I remember when I did not used to have any meditation ritual because I didn't understand, how to meditate. And I didn't know how to do it the right way. And really, what's the right way? The right way is the way that works best for you. And I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to get into that place of being one with myself so I can, become, I am and everything I touch and all of that. I didn't know. And as I was meditating in Cambodia, y'all, I heard like inside, like something saying a feeling that took over, and the feeling said bigger. The feeling said bigger. And I'm asking this feeling, I'm asking myself, I'm asking my I am. What do you bigger? What do you mean bigger? And bigger, I said, what do you mean bigger? And I kept saying, what do you mean? And everything I would think, every thought that I'm talking about every single thought. And they were just coming. House, car, business, impact, lives, travel, family, everything was saying bigger. Everything that I could think of, health, everything was saying bigger. And so I came home. And as I came home, I started to do more. Immediately. I'm talking about to the point where I found my disciplines expanding, like quickly, like put that down. No, you're not about to eat that piece of candy. No, don't eat that bread. No, you talking about what, with who? No, like everything was like bigger. And all that happened was that I decided that everything was bigger. To the point where I sat down with my attorney and we get my whole life in order. And I can't wait to share something with you all this by the end of this live regarding the intensive and everything. And so it's like after I decided that bigger was me on every area, on every level, I started to promote and demote things in my life. I started to demote certain relationships and certain thoughts. And why is this important? Because you would not have 7 figures until you get your mental capacities, your emotions, your thoughts in check. Millions and money and freedom and peace is understanding how to manage your emotions and what vibrational frequency you should be on. Now, I want y'all to write this down real quick, and I wrote it down, and I want y'all to write this down because here's how you can know when your vibrational frequency is off. Because, see, a lot of us, we hear about it, but we don't know what it means. And, oh, my God, my phone is about to go dead. That's why I keep calling out for Hennessy. Y'all got to give me one moment. Because I wasn't planning on being on Instagram. Just hold that thought. I got to give me a charger. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was calling Hennessy. So everything in me said bigger. And so when I got back home, I was a little thrown off because bigger meant that I was going to have to confront some things. Bigger meant I was going to have to confront some things. And bigger meant I could no longer do things that were small. See, I've learned that you can't be big and little at the same time. You can't want millions of dollars but make minimum wage decisions. You can't want millions of dollars but make minimum wage decisions. As a matter of fact, y'all type that right there. Go ahead, y'all type that right there. You can't make millions of dollars making minimum wage decisions. Let me tell you a minimum wage decision, okay, that I used to make, and I didn't know it was a minimum wage decision. Watch this. I used to be that girl that had no problem with buying things hot, 50% off. Okay, I had no problem. You came with the Chanel bag, you stole it from the store. Guess what? It was $5,000. You give it to me for $2,500. Oh, I want it. Okay, you had clothes, a big old bag of clothes. It was $1,000. You sold it for $5,000. I will want it. You sell it. This is my minimum wage frequency that I was vibrating on that I didn't know. Right? You want to build a 7-figure business, but yet and still you making minimum wage decisions. It is not going to happen. You are not in alignment. See, you have to get your integrity in check, my friends. You have to have integrity. Okay? A part of what is getting in the way of your vibrational frequency is number one, watch this. When you find yourself insecure, I need a charger because this is about to go dead. If you find yourself insecure at all about anything, the stuff you won't tell people, you find yourself, a little jealous of people, okay? That is not the $1 million frequency. And I'm telling you, I used to do it. But you know what you got to tell yourself? Cancel, and delete. Write this down. If you are feeling that you want to know if your vibrational frequency is off, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you the steps right now. And this is us talking. You don't have to tell nobody if this is you. You don't have to tell me if this is you. I just want to help somebody today because I feel so fucking amazing. I have never felt like this in my life. And I didn't even know that this was possible to feel like this. I know all of the things that I want is on its way to me. It keeps happening. You know why? Because I understand my mental capacities and I have grown in my authenticity, meaning to thy own self be true. And I need y'all to be true to you. Listen. You are good enough for success and prosperity and wealth and joy and happiness. And my phone about to go dead. 1 minute. Hennessy, I come in 1 minute. So your vibrational frequency is off. How do I know when it's off? So insecurities, y'all. For example, here's a good example. My whole charger was gone, right? I could have made a decision to let that throw me all the way off. But no. Get my charger, plug it in, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to order 10 chargers. We're going to have chargers in every socket in the house. You know why? Because I see that chargers have become a problem in my house. So what do? I solve every problem. Then I cancel and delete the emotion that could have came with my charger being gone. You see? For example, I think I told y'all this before, right? I know what throws my vibrational frequency off. I need you to identify with what throws your vibrational frequency off. And I want y'all to write that down today. All right? I'm blocking anybody with laughy face emojis is getting blocked. After this, anybody that put a laughy face emoji when I'm talking serious, I'm blocking you. Don't type. If you're going to make a mistake and type a laughy face emoji right now, I'm going to block you and you're not coming back. So, find what the problem is that throws your vibrational frequency off. Find what the people, the thoughts, the feelings is that throws your vibrational frequency off. Okay? Because we are all energy. Everything is energy, y'all. They didn't teach us this because they want to. Okay, Erica Dior is getting blocked. They want to blind us in religion. They want to blind us with the news that makes us fearful. They want to blind us with doubts. They want to blind us with all of these things that can make us afraid of who we are and what we were created to be. Right? And because we don't realize that we have been like domesticated, we have been like controlled by the dominant part of society, which I'm not going to go into it, that makes us think that we are full of inadequacies and incapabilities and insufficiencies, and we are so powerful when we know who we are, but we grow in our authenticity. So I shared with you guys, a while ago, right? That I can't thrive around a lot of junk and dirtiness and chaos, right? My family does not like to clean up, right? So what I do? Am I going to allow my energy, my frequency to be off every day? Am I going to argue with Manaya and Jackie and Dad every day? No, right? I have to create something that controls my insufficiencies and that controls the meaning. Because see, the meaning that I used to give them not cleaning up the house would be that they don't appreciate me. The meaning I used to give to them not washing the dishes is that they're being disrespectful. The meaning I used to give to them not taking care of my stuff was that they was jealous and they was mad that I had this and that I had that, right? And so it would bother me every day. So all I did was, right, that I hired a cleaning company. But guess what? If I didn't even have the money to hire a cleaning company, I would have had a town meeting, right? And I would have gave everybody a responsibility, and that's what I did before. So the whole point of what we're talking about here, don't get thrown off, is that when your vibrational frequency is off, everything is off. Everything in your life is like tentacles attached to everything in your life. And if you're not aware of this, that everything is tentacles in your life. Everything is doing like this. Everything, like, you can't see this stuff, y'all, right? And I could prove it to you. Take your cell phone and do like this. Take your cell phone and do like this. Your cell phone is attached to no cords, to no wires, yet still your phone is working. Why? Because of the frequency. And when your phone doesn't work, all that means is that your cell phone has went out of the vibrational frequency of your carrier, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T. Why can't you think or even believe that you are capable of doing something greater than Verizon? Because you are a frequency. Yes, you are a vibration. We are a vibration. When I speak that I would never be broke another day in my life, right? I didn't know that what I was doing was I was shifting my frequencies as I speak affirmations every day. Every day. Okay, we're talking about creating a 7-figure business, the right affirmations, right? As I've learned the right way to meditate, as I've learned the right way to move, guess what? All of my tentacles and my frequencies now seem to move like in what you call serendipity. Like, ooh, like I'm just this whimsical being that everything I think, that I desire, that I want, that I speak, as I man speak it, as a man think it, boom, all of that is coming together. But I want you to know it took a process, because success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. It's a process. Success is a progressive, but the process has to be progressive. So what ends up happening is that we do, but we do with no real progress. And so my frequency is off. One way to determine that is that I'm insecure. And ladies and gentlemen, without us knowing it, we are all very insecure. And if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you. Y'all won't even post a picture without makeup on. I used to do it too. So whether y'all realize it or not, when I was posting those pictures without makeup on, that was a part of me making sure that I broke the chain of insecurity. I know I look different without makeup on. That's what makeup does. It enhances it. It makes you look a little different. So I needed to break that insecurity energy that I was given. And I need to be able to, be able to attack it head on. And how do you attack it head on? You let the world see you with no makeup, no hair, no eyelashes. So that was my way of, I had to break that chain. I had to break that frequency, because wealth does not vibrate in an insecure capacity. As a matter of fact, if y'all know anything about John C. Maxwell, he is the leadership coach that a lot of people listen to, and I've read tons of John C. Maxwell books. Shout out to John C. Maxwell. But he talks about the law of the lid. Okay, and if you have insecurities, meaning, my stomach's too big, my nose too big, my eyes too far apart, my teeth too, that's an insecurity that is affecting your very being, and that is affecting your frequency. So insecurity. Number 2, to be able to know if you're not in the frequency of millions, because we want to build a 7-figure business. Now, y'all here to build a 7-figure business? Because I forgot. Well, what y'all came here for? Did y'all come here to build a 7-figure business, or y'all came here to just, what y'all came here for? Oh, okay. So the second way, thank you. Number 1 is insecure. Number 2 is fear. If you find yourself fearful to do something, and here's what we think. We tend to confuse fear with protection. And I learned from one of my dear friends named Tony Robbins that fear should really mean fuck everything and run. Run and do whatever you're supposed to do, because whatever you can't do, you must do. So one of my mentors, coaches, told me, fear doesn't mean false evidence appearing real. That's something else. Fear means fuck everything and run. Whatever you're afraid of, you must confront. Because fear, we sometimes think that fear is protection. It's not. Stop thinking that. Remember, I said this last night, for those of you that didn't join me. I said this last night. Einstein says, the thinking that you have been thinking up until now, y'all listen, you have chosen your best life based upon your best thoughts. Do you listen to me? Do you think you would purposely give yourself a mediocre life? No, y'all. We wouldn't purposely give ourselves a mediocre life, but yet still, that's what we do. You know why? Because that's all we know how to do. We're using our best thought process to create our reality. And so a part of what we have to do is attack it, look at it, and work on it. Head forward, head first. Fuck everything and run. Meaning, you know what? Fuck all this. And of course, Tony spells his fuck with the F, mine is with the P, but anyway, you get it. That means whatever I can't do, I must do. Write that down. Whatever I can't do, I must do. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I must do it. Fear is not protection. Of course, we all need to get wisdom. In order to make proper decisions, you have to learn a new way, y'all. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad that I was uncomfortable. I'm so glad that I didn't want this life. I'm so glad that I wanted more. I'm so glad that I knew I deserved more. I'm so glad that I kept waking up every day on the wrong side of the bed. And I'm so glad that I realized my own seed that I had on the inside of me. I knew the seed I had, and I was determined to water it. So 2 is fear. If you are driven by false fear, which is what you think is protection, then you are not in the right frequency, because we are limitless potential. We can do anything that we so desire. There is nothing to be fearful of. And again, I can't wait to tell y'all what I experienced regarding my event taking place May 31st through June 2nd. That could have easily made me feel insecure, fearful. Number 3, we quit everything that we start. That's one way to know that your vibrational frequency is off. You start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. No. Successful people, when we make a decision to do something, we do it. And we don't stop until we have completed the task. And when we complete the task, that means that we have made a greater impact than we've ever made in our lives. We don't start something and then get satisfaction from it and quit. We don't start something and get uncomfortable and then quit. We don't start something and adversity comes and then we quit, okay? Number 3, we don't quit. When your vibrational frequency is off, you quit everything. You quit the gym. You quit anything you start, you don't finish. The only thing that you may be dedicated to is your job. Why? Because you need a paycheck. And if that is you, I am telling you, your vibrational frequency is off. You can't make 7 figures, baby. You can't. Why? Why would you make 7 figures? You can't. Your frequency is off. So I know y'all thought we were going to come here today to talk about strategies and how to do this and how to do that. No, y'all already know how to do a lot of things that you're not doing because of your vibrational frequencies. And I need you to get some things back aligned. And so are you a person that starts and stops? You don't know how to get into habit form of doing things. You don't know how to reinvent, how to recreate, how to unlearn, to relearn. And it's okay. I don't want you to tell me that's you. This is for you and me. You in your own home, in your own private place. This is me and you just having a conscious interruption of me helping you to remember who you are and what you were created to do, and that you are infinite. There's nothing that you cannot do. We are limitless. Success is for everyone. Happiness is for everyone. But something stops us. Another one, number 4. We keep attracting things that don't align with that in which we want. And then we think that it's somebody else's fault. See, ladies and gentlemen, I learned to look around at the things that I was attracting, at the relationships that I was engaging in. And I began to really and truly, identify with who I was based upon the vibrational frequencies of the relationship that I was attracting. I'm not upset with her or upset with him. I'm not upset with them. I just had to pay attention to me because I am the one that attracted that woman into my life and called her a friend. I'm not mad at her. My frequency attracted that. So I didn't get upset. I just needed to look at what I was attracting, what I was calling forth. Why isn't stuff working out? Why do I don't feel the progressive realization? Why don't I see it? Because when you are progressing, y'all, you feel the progress. And you know deep down inside when you're not really aligned and you're not really progressing. And that's why I want y'all to be okay with understanding that you got to always, every day, before you retire your head to the pillow, my friends, it is a must that you ask yourself, what did I do with my day? Did I make an impact today? You know, I woke up at 2 o'clock, which means I wasted, in my mind, half of my day. I was really a little upset with myself, but I had to say, Stormy, shake it off, because you are, in need of rest. You really came home from Cambodia flying for 2 days, and you went to Atlanta the next day. You haven't even had no adequate, sleep. So, girl, shake that off. You needed rest. You know good to the people if you're dead. But it feels so good to know that I could come here with you all today. And by the time I go to bed tonight, because I'm taking my family to South Beach and I'm hanging out, I'm going to feel so proud of my progressive realization of my worthy ideal of being the most impactful woman that ever lived. I'm going to feel proud that I did it today. So I want you to start asking yourself before you go to bed, did I do something good of my time today? Did I make a contribution, with my time today? Did I grow today? Did I learn today? Did I contribute to my health today? What did I do today to make my life better today? All right? And so it is important that you watch what you are attracting. Okay? What are you attracting, y'all? And here's the deal. Sometimes we have to recognize that what we attracted is what we attracted when we were in that element of that frequency. And it doesn't mean that I have to stay in the element of that frequency indefinitely, because I'm infinite, which means I'm also a changing human, a changing being that understands that life is constantly evolving and constantly changing. And if everything grows, if everything changes, then why am I staying the same? You got to be okay with asking yourself that question. So it's 3 things I want you to start to do every day as we are responsible for ourselves. And we are responsible for an entire generation. Now, my live on Instagram may go dead in an hour, because they give you an hour, I think. And if I go dead, I will come back. But I want y'all I want to share a story with y'all of something I experienced in Cambodia that absolutely changed my life. And I want to share this with you all because being in different environments is very important to who you are and who you should become. And I didn't know how important even spiritual environments were. Not religious, okay, but spiritual environments, new environments. Being okay with understanding what a Buddhist believes. It's okay, what does a Muslim believe? What does a Baptist believe? What does a Pentecostal believe, right? What does a Yoruba believe, right? And understanding that it's okay for me to appreciate what everybody believes. I don't have to force my beliefs on you. I could respect and appreciate, right, what you believe. I don't care what you believe. I care who you are and how you show up. I don't care. You could be a magna cum laude, a Christian. You could have, went up to evangelist, and you could have went to what am I talking about? What's the big apostle? Okay, I respect that, but I could respect the brand new Muslim too. So understanding and learning how to operate in love and how to appreciate everyone and just really understand that it's okay for you to believe whatever you want to believe. I don't care what you believe. I care about who you're being. Who are you showing up as? What are you doing as a contribution? I could care less about your title, sir or ma'am. I don't care if you're apostle or an apostle or a prophet. I respect you, but I don't care about the title. I want to see how do you show up. So I was in Cambodia, and while I was in Cambodia, I experienced a lot. And one of the things that I experienced that absolutely changed my life forever is hearing a story about genocide and almost feeling a little embarrassed and sad that I didn't know the story of genocide. And I know a lot of y'all don't know the story of genocide, and I definitely encourage y'all to learn about the story of genocide, because it's very sad that between 1975 and 1979, almost 3 million people lost their life. And these 3 million people who lost their lives were only educated people or rich people. Pol Pot literally killed a huge generation of people that now has literally suppressed the economy in Cambodia. To go to Cambodia to see the reality of what happens when you kill off the rich and the educated, it is mind-blowing. Okay, Yardi is getting blocked. She doing the laughy face. To see, we went to the killing fields, y'all, and it's a feeling like I can't explain to you the feeling of what it feels like to be in a particular environment. You ever go like to your grandma's house, and your grandma's house just feels like you want to take a nap and you feel safe, you know? You ever go somewhere and you feel like this is not right? You ever go somewhere and you feel like, ooh, the vibe, you could just feel, right? Going to Cambodia was humbling and gratitude at the same time. It's like you had humility that was here and gratitude. Y'all, they're very suppressed there. And I'm in the process of working on something where we'll be able to give, I'm going to want y'all to help me with this. We're going to give shoes to Cambodia. Hennessy gave his shoes away. I gave my shoes away. We didn't promote it or anything, but we gave shoes away to some of the people. We've adopted a young girl out there, but we're about to do some economic elevation in Cambodia. And my good friend, shouts out to my friend Harry, who I met on a plane last night. We're about to do a lot of economic elevation all over the world, and I'm going to want y'all help. We're going to start to buy clothes and different type of pictures and whatever we can buy from different parts of the world to help to stimulate the economy. And we're going to give back. You know, I'm going to have it where we're going to have somewhere we can mail shoes. And so just imagine knowing that your shoes went to someone who never wore a pair of Nikes before, right? Imagine your shoes went to someone who lost their grandmother or their mother who never, so just get excited about that. And I'm very proud of what's to come. And I'm excited for all of us who's going to stimulate economies all over. That's what I'm talking about when you build a seven-figure business. It's you know, people think that it's just about the hustle. It's about hustling hard. Yeah, hustling hard to get you there. But attitude and gratitude will keep you there. And so environment, y'all, is everything. Environment can make the most potent impact on your life. Like, y'all have no idea what happens when you put yourself in the right environment. The doors open by way of a person. Every blessing that has happened to me happened because of collaborating with somebody else, being in a different environment, honing in on that feeling that more is me, believing bigger on every level, bigger, 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 bigger on every level, my friends. And so Cambodia is so oppressed, so depressed, but yet still happy. But do you know something? We barely saw any old people. And I was like, why? And it dawned on me. There's no old people because they all were killed. The ones that would be turning 70 and 75 and 80, they were killed for during genocide. The reason why there's hardly no Wi-Fi and, everything is so slow. And, guys, they have wire cords. Like, I haven't seen a wire pole in forever. Right? Why? The lights go off sometimes in Cambodia. Right? Because the people that was going to further the economy, us, right? Self-education, us, who's determined to continue to self-educate. I'm going to give y'all 3 tips on that. That's determined to self-educate. We're the one that's going to continue to further the economy. What would the world be if Mark Zuckerberg would have got killed because he was in genocide and they killed him because he was educated and rich? So we got to learn to be grateful for those that decide to go beyond, to go bigger, right? I want to be proud of you because you honed in on what you were good at. And we're going to keep doing these. And I can't give y'all everything today. This is just the beginning. But understand that what would the world be without you and your education? What would the world be without Steve Jobs, right? What would the world be, without, the inventor like, Jeff Bezos, if he didn't do Amazon? So we got to find gratitude in these people. And that's why when you find your strength, what you're good at, and you decide 3 things real quick, y'all. 3 steps. Write these 3 steps down, right? Because we're going to be gone in a few minutes. 3 steps. Step 1, y'all. What are you good at? What are you good at? Come on, find it. I'm telling you, find it. And when you find what you're good at, find somebody else that kind of has similarities to your backstory, similarities to what you want, and decide to model that person. Y'all, listen, it is nothing wrong with modeling somebody else. It's nothing wrong with taking what you learned from me and deciding to shoot a video about it. Like, I want y'all to feel okay with that, okay? Feel okay with learning from me, taking notes, and deciding that it's going to become you, right? And that you're going to teach somebody else, and that you're going to say, I learned from my coach, or I learned from this young lady. You don't have to say my name. I don't care. Just teach it to somebody else, y'all. Teach it. Don't be afraid. Don't act like, I don't want to think I'm copying her. Yes, you are. You're modeling me. Come on, so what? You can reach people that I can't reach. I don't know everybody you know. Okay, so model someone that you know is already winning, that's on that frequency as well. Do it, y'all. Come on, after this is over, next week, y'all got tons of videos. I gave y'all so much. Give it away. Let's help to further our economy, to further our world. We could do it one person at a time. We all got it on the inside of us. Number 2. You got to unlearn to relearn, y'all, and you got to say it's okay. And I'm going to tell y'all something that I didn't learn the other day, and I told my daughter. As you're listening, as you're reading, you don't realize how much you are retaining and absorbing. That is why you must totally commit to growth, y'all, and elevation. I want y'all to commit. Can y'all tell me that I am committed? Please, just tell me that I'm committed. Just do it right now. Put I'm committed right here. Put I'm committed. Come on, y'all. Just put I am fucking committed. I am done with excuses. I am done with the past. I am moving forward. Imagine who you're going to be in a year. Say it. I'm committed. If it hurts, if it's bored, I'm committed. I don't care. If I got something else to do, it doesn't matter. Imagine who you are in a year from now. Oh my God, my favorite Joseph McClendon is on here with me. Oh my God, what an honor. Y'all go follow my brother, my father, my uncle, my coach. Y'all go follow Joseph McClendon III. We are going to be doing some amazing things. Oh, my God. He also is a part of, my change agent. He changed my life, and I'm glad to do some things with him. But I'm committed. Come on, y'all. Just become committed. And sometimes it gets bored. I'm telling you, it gets boring sometimes. It does. Last night, I went out with my friends, and I said I needed to go out. I don't do anything. I wanted to hear music. I wanted to be a little stormy. I wanted to, and I went out and I needed it because it's like, okay. You've been growing, you've been learning, you've been committed, but I needed a little release. It's okay, y'all. That's okay for you to get released. It's okay for you to unwind. But you got to commit. Commit, man. And imagine, just 1 second, y'all. Just 1 second. Imagine you commit and you become a part of what we're doing with these master classes. When it goes dead on Instagram, y'all come back. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine who you'll be in 1 year. And I got 2 more to give you, so y'all got to come back. Y'all got to come back for this 2 more, and I got something major because I got to give away $500. But I'm committed. What will your life look like in the next year with this commitment to self-education? What would this life look like? What would this new life look like? Come on, y'all. Like, man. Ooh, y'all don't know how great it feels. That's why I need y'all to do this. I need y'all to do this. Listen, they don't want us to be happy. They don't want us to experience this abundance, this infinite flow of happiness and health and prosperity that is available to all of us. We have been so limited by all of this stuff that's just not true. We have been so fucking limited because we listen to them and we don't realize that we become what we hear. And we've been speaking what we hear. And so a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And you don't realize because you have been literally inundated. You have literally been manipulated. You have literally been tricked to think that you're not good enough and you don't have it. And all you can do is pay bills and die. Fuck that. That ain't true. That's why you got to be committed. Constant and never-ending improvement. And every time you grow, you make sure that you teach it to somebody else so you can anchor that on the inside of you. That is why you grow and you become. That's why you read the books. You go to the events. You put yourself in the right environment. And I'm telling y'all, you're going to be putting on lotion on yourself one day. You're going to be saying, damn, I'm different. You're going to be saying, you're going to be lotioning your face. You're going to be saying, I'm different. Oh, my God. You're going to hear somebody going to say something to you, and you're going to say, I'm not responding. That don't bother me. That don't hurt. Why don't that hurt my feelings no more? Why? So Peach is getting blocked. Every laugh gets blocked. Oh, my God. Why does it seem like all these things are happening so easy for me? Oh, my God, I used to get mad at that. It's not making me, to the point where you're going to be saying something is wrong. What's happening to me? Because you're not understanding that everything that you've been hearing, everything that you've been seeing, everything that you have been listening to, everything that you have been speaking, everything that you have been thinking, you have been creating. That's why when you get a negative thought, you got to say cancel and delete now. You got to get rid of it. And the only way it stays gone permanently is if you replace it with new thoughts, new energies, new frequencies, a new being, which means you got to continue, y'all, to layer that thing. You got to continue, and you got to say, this Saturday, I'm reading for an hour. This Saturday, I'm going to listen to music, and then I'm going to listen to, some Joseph McClendon, okay? And I'm going to get off of that, and I'm going to go listen to Zig Ziglar, and I'm going to get off of that, and I'm going to go listen to Stormy Wellington, because, listen, nothing is more powerful, y'all. Can I tell y'all something that they never taught us, that I just learned, and I'm giving it to you, and I want you to never forget this? Nothing is more powerful. Are y'all ready for this? I had no idea about this one. And I just learned this weekend. And I'm so happy to share this with you. Because I wish I would have learned this a long time. Whew. Where I'm going is amazing. These are beautiful tears. These are tears of joy. These are tears of excitement. These are tears of abundance. These are tears of, man, I wish my mama could see me. These are tears of, I'm glad that I got it, though. At 39 years old, it took me 39 years old to understand that I am good enough. It took me 39 years old to tell you with all the confidence that I have on the inside of me that you can do anything you want. But you're going to have to be willing to change. You're going to have to be willing to fight your fears. Fears is not protection, is not true. Stop thinking, oh, you made a good decision because you protected yourself from what? What are you protecting yourself from? When there is no fear, you become limitless. I never would have thought I have an investment, right, that I was afraid to do. I could have did it a long time ago. I'm now able to pay like 50% of my bills off of an investment I made that I was afraid to make. And now this investment is paying me like, it paid me my first month like 9%. The next month I'm projected to do between 10 to 15%. And I was afraid to do it, but oh my God, it's opening up so many doors. I'm making money without doing something. I'm like, really? Wow, I didn't know I could do that. Because I was taught that hard work. So how is my money gonna make money if I didn't do nothing for it? I can't do that. I got a speaking engagement the other day that pays like double digits. My inbox is blowing up of people that want to book me. They want to fly me first class. They want to fly me on private jets. They want to pay me 15, 20 grand to speak. I'm like, but I realized that it's because I decided to grow in my authenticity. I am a colored girl. I'm always going to be a colored girl. My DNA is colored girl. My mama made me a colored girl. My past, my journey made me a colored girl. I can't take that away. But I can grow in my authenticity. And the thing that you have to know that you are capable of doing, my friends, you are capable of changing. That's the number one takeaway that I need you to get. That brought me to tears. That when you change your energy, you absolutely change your life. But the only way you change your energy is by changing your environment. You cannot change your energy doing the same thing. You cannot change your energy waking up in the same place. I'm sorry. You cannot change your energy hanging around the same people. You cannot. You have to decide to change. And it may cost you something. It may cost you some time. But what if it's not really costing you time? What if it's really giving you more time? What if? What if it's really not costing you time? What if it's giving you time? But you're so busy looking at the fear, the insecurity, the doubt, and you think it's costing you when it's not costing you. It's adding, but you can't see it because all you're thinking about is 24 hours in a day, and I was here for 10 hours. But what if those 10 hours give you something new that expands your life and you live another 10 years because of something you got in those 10 hours? I'm telling you, but we don't know this because we're so busy in survival mode. We're so busy in, I got to be a mommy. I got to be a husband. I got to be a wife. I got to go to this job. What? That's not life. That's not life. So what if those 10 hours gave you 10 more years? So it's about understanding, y'all. I gave y'all so much, but the meanings we give to the things that we experience creates an emotion. That's why in order for us to decide properly, the only way you properly decide is if you unlearn. And now you make decisions with a new set of thoughts. We don't want to make a new decision with the old thoughts. That's why you're here with me today. And hopefully y'all watch this again. I'm going to tell you, you may want to watch this again and again and again. And I hope that my team could put this somewhere because I need y'all to watch this again and again and again and again because you're going to get it differently tomorrow. You're going to hear what I'm saying differently tomorrow because you have changed already today. It happens so fast. But you're not doing nothing to change. And then you keep listening to yourself. And yourself don't have nothing to give you new. Yourself only got what yourself got. That's why I travel far to get what y'all, this ain't me. This is the new me. Because of who I've become. Because of the images that I've been able to see throughout my last, several years of travel. The friends I have now. My old friends don't even really call my phone anymore. For real. I'm not mad at them. They not mad at me. We just, I don't know, our frequencies are not the same. So my phone only rings with different kind of friends. You know, you the sum total of the 5 people you talk to the most. I am billionaire. I am billionaire. Oh, I got some awesome friends. Oh, I got a friend named Alex. Oh, I love Alex from LA. Alex is very rich. I got a friend named Ruth. Oh, I love Ruth. Ruth has a beautiful place in Canada. She's on me about coming. You know, she wants to take me skiing. Oh, I have another beautiful friend named Perla. Perla is such a beautiful soul. Perla is on me like, when are you gonna come to LA? Bring the kids. Oh, I got another friend that lives in Colombia, wants me to meet his wife and wants me his wife. So I have such beautiful friends because I decided to change my environment, and my environment gave me new peers. So when you get in a new peer group, especially when this peer group know that y'all all kind of equally made a certain contribution, like, for example, everybody that's a part of Tony Roberts Platinum Circle, they had to pay at least $100,000, period. So it feels good that you ain't got to try to figure it out, because you know you ain't in this motherfucker if you ain't paid $100,000. So you want to be my friend, I want to be your friend just because I know that you had the balls to pay $100,000. See what I'm saying? It's not that you had the money, because lots of people have the money, but they don't have the thought process to spend $100,000 to give myself 20 more. You can't tell me that them $100,000 did not give me another 20 years of my life. If I get to live like others can't live, happy and peaceful, I would pay $100,000 to live happier, because before I paid $100,000, I was playing a little big game. I was playing a big game, but I wasn't playing the game that made me feel fulfilled. Number 3, the steps. So first step was learning. Hold on. Sorry about that. First step was model someone else who's getting the results you want after you know what it is that you want to do. Find your uniqueness. Find your it. Something that we talk about and I teach in depth at my 3-day event. We talk about that, and now that we have 3 days versus 2, we're going to go in on it. Number 2 is you got to unlearn and you got to relearn, but you have to totally commit to it. It's called total immersion. That's why I had you to type that I'm committed. It's not something that you do one time, y'all, and go back and pick it up in a week. I'm just telling you the truth. In order for you to become excellent, in order for you to get to that 7 figures, because remember, today's training was all about, how to build a 7-figure business. Anybody can build this 7-figure business. That's what this is about, right? It's about internal. So it comes from inside out. So total immersion, you got to do it every day, at least until you get it anchored and it becomes a part of you, and you start doing it, being unconsciously competent. And what that means when you're consciously competent, meaning that, as a matter of fact, let me change that. Unconsciously competent means that you do something automatically without even realizing you're doing it, because it's a part of you. For example, brushing your teeth. You're unconsciously competent, meaning you know that you're not leaving the house without brushing your teeth. It is a part of who you are. That is how you have to be about reaching to your success point, about reaching to your high point, about the highest and best version of you. It got to be something that you do every day, to the point where if you don't do it, you feel like you didn't brush your teeth. That's why before you go to bed at night, you got to ask yourself, what did I do today? Did I contribute today? Did I impact today? Did I spend my day wisely today? What did I do with my day, or did my day do me? Did I do my day, or did my day do me? And number three, is total repetition. Every single day. Here's what I tell y'all to do. I believe 30 minutes a day is good enough, okay? Thank you, nursepreneur. That's right. We all got to tune in to WCIDFY. What can I do for you? Most of us haven't tuned in to WIIFM, which means what's in it for me. And a lot of us have heard that before. But WCIDFY is what can I do for you? Because that's what it's about. Because the truth is, the more you give, the more you receive. So number 3 is repetition and timing. Meaning you got to understand, when you learn something, Try to anchor it in. And the way you anchor it in, and let me not say try. We don't use that word try. When you learn something, a part of anchoring in as something that you have learned is that you're going to do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Even if, for example, y'all know I really, didn't used to like water, right? But now that water is life, okay, Leonie is getting blocked. Time Freedom getting blocked. Why y'all be blocking out? Y'all know I'm blocking all the laughy face emojis. Y'all don't know the rules. So the reality is water is life. And now that I tell myself water is life, all I want to drink is water. Or if I order a juice because I just wanted something sweet, I will order water. Why? Because it's become a part of me. Now, we all have heard that whatever you do for 21 days creates a habit. Well, I'm sorry, that's not true. You know why? Because the world is moving so fast. You really got to do it for like 70 days, okay? And that's based upon studies. 21 days no longer creates a habit. You got Instagram and social media that's throwing you off. So in order for you to anchor in who that is and who you are now and that habit form that you're looking to create, you got to do it for about 60 to 71 days. It's 60 to 71 days. If you want to create that habit, 60 to 71 days of doing something over and over again. If you want to change your entire life, if you want to see a total lifestyle change, oh baby, do that thing for 90, it's done with. 90 days creates a whole new lifestyle change, all right? So number 3, repetition and timing. And because we're now committed, we're never going to stop growing and going in our authenticity, all right? We're never going to stop. Okay? Whatever you believe is right, y'all. For the habit, just form it. We're not going to go back and forth, whatever you believe. If you believe it's 75, you believe it's 90, just do it. I don't know, just do it, okay? But do it so much that it now becomes a part of you. And guess what? As you do it, you can journal it because you can now teach it. So whatever you do for whatever you pick, if you say 21 days, 71 days, 90 days, baby, whatever, just create the damn habit. And when you create the habit and teach it. Teach somebody else how you did whatever you did, and boom, guess what? You really now have another 7-figure business because you could teach somebody how to do something that you didn't know how to do. And chances are, if you don't know how to do something, imagine how many other people have that same problem, and you now can be looked upon as the expert, okay? The target expert in that area. But if you don't create a habit of it, and if you don't journal about it, and if you don't know how to teach it, then you just did something. But what if you reshaped your body in 90 days? And now you got a whole training called How to Reshape My Body in 90 Days. Because you did it. And now you got a picture there. Let me block Raw Empress for being rude. I don't like that. Listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do no marketing on my page, baby. Okay? So listen. All you got to do is get in the doing. Get into the moving. Commit that you're going to do it. And do it over and over and over again. Because timing and repetition is everything. You're not going to see the change or the sudden shift if you don't do it all the time. So I want y'all to take yourself, yes. I want you to take yourself on a 90-day journey to making a shift. But I want you to put yourself in the position where you already see in the end who you're going to be. So today, I want you to take the time to visualize who you want to be in a year. And imagine what that new being will feel like, will be like, will produce. And understand it is going to be challenging because you're going to have to make decisions to decide to divide yourself away from certain things that's not serving you. And it's okay to decide to divide, but understand it's not going to be easy. And I encourage you all to journal it. Journal every day of your progress, because success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal, right? And being that we are progressively progressing and it's a worthy idea or goal, and we respect that we are looking for a seven-figure business, and I'm going to do more of these and teach y'all some more things. But imagine what that training would look like and how powerful you will feel because you learned something and you taught your group who was called to you. Because remember, one of the things I think is so beautiful is that there are some gifts that we have that we don't realize is a gift because we do it so naturally. We don't realize that it could be a business for us, y'all. Because you don't realize that you know how to do it so well, but other people don't. And that's why it is important that you know who you are. Because once you know who you are, you can talk to your audience. Thank you, Power Glam, baby. I love that you caught on. Thank you. So it's about knowing who you are. And when you know who you are, you now have a group that you've identified that can connect with what you have as a strength that probably was a part of their weakness that they didn't realize. And next thing you know, you have literally become like an expert. So I encourage y'all to make a decision of what is that major change going to be. And over a period of 90 days, journal what you did every day, because we're now going to pay attention to what our nights look like. Meaning, I'm not going to nighty-night until something major happened in my life today. Meaning, I'm watching my days because I want to make sure that I'm in the now. I'm in the carpe diem. I'm in the now. I'm noticing what I'm doing today because everything that I do today is going to show up in my tomorrow. You know, I love when Hennessy told me how, when he was in jail, that he used to ask himself, he used to say to himself, no matter what happens tomorrow, no matter what happens today, know that tomorrow is happening. So do everything today to make tomorrow a better tomorrow. And that's what we all should be destined to do, to make tomorrow a better tomorrow. Now, a couple of questions I want to ask you. What is it that you really want? What is it that you really, really, really want? Do you even know what that looks like? What is it that you really want, y'all? What is it that you really, 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 really deep down, unapologetically want? And I want you to figure that out. And I want you to know what that is. And I want you to know that you don't owe anybody an explanation on what it is that you want. It's about you. And I want you to write that down. And that's your assignment. Because if we're going on this 90-day journey, if you're on a 90-day journey to better yourself, because y'all all gave me 21, 71, 75, okay, whatever. But everything was within a 90-day realm, right? Yes? So if you could create a habit in 21 days, then why y'all don't have more good habits if it was really that easy? Because it's not. So number two, what do you really like? So here's the questions to hone it in on what could be that seven-figure business. So what is it that you really, 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 really like? And I'm talking about what is it that you really like to do? What is it that you like to do? Number three is what is it that you can do very well? Like, there are things that I could just do very, very well that I am unfuckwithable on, okay? Number four, what value can you add? Like, what value can you add? And then number five, can you teach it? I think sometimes we all want to make an impact. Like me, I want to make an impact. And I used to think that because I want to make an impact, I shouldn't be caring about the income because impact is going to make the income. No, guess what? I want the impact and I want the income, and both is coming towards me now. So I want you to know that it is okay to both be happy and to be financially free. Why do we feel like we can't have money and happiness? It's not true. You can have money and you can have happiness. So why not work on having both? Why not work on having both when all you got to do is decide to relearn, become, and teach? Really. I'm who I am because I decided to unlearn, relearn, become, and now I teach it. I have over 1,000 people with me right now. I have events where 500-600 people, I have people come from all over the world because I decided to unlearn, relearn, become, and I teach it now. That's it. I decided to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in my mental capacities because they could take my hair, They could take my jewels, they could take my cars, they could take my house, but they cannot take my mind. And the right mindset is what's going to create the money, the success, the impact, the happiness, all of that. It's all in the mind. So because I decided to make a shift to unlearn, relearn, become, and teach, which I also call Liddy, learn, implement, tweak, teach, yes, guess what? I'm a valuable asset to many. And I want you all to know that you are capable of doing the same thing. So I want you to look at your greatest strength. Your greatest strength. Look at your greatest strength and recognize how powerful you are. And make a decision that I'm going to stop doing good work and I'm going to do great work. See, great work never goes unnoticed. It's the good work that goes unnoticed. Anybody could do something good, but it's about, am I going into what I call greatness? In order for you to go into greatness, you're going to have to build upon whatever that is that you're good at. That's why I want y'all to feel good today. Your shoulders should be squared up because you should know that you're good at something, because we all are good at something. And so here's what stops us, and we're going to move on, and I want y'all to have a great weekend after this. What stops us is we believe that, we don't have what it takes to get it done, so we lack the confidence. That's why growth is important, because growth gets you confidence. We often lack what we think is enough time. We don't have enough time because we're mothers and we're fathers, and we have to go to work and we got to take care of the kids, and so we allow that fear, which we have conformed into what we call protection, to make us think we don't have enough time. Sorry, you do. Another thing that may get in our way is that we think we don't have enough skills, and guess what? Skills can be developed over a period of that same time that you think that you don't have. That's why it's important that you see who you're going to be in a year, because you also got to see who you won't be in a year if you don't do something about it in the now. We oftentimes think that our family gets in the way because, our family oftentimes just don't want us to be better because they don't know that we could even be better, because they don't even know what they could be. So we often don't go to the next level because of our family. And then number 6 actually is the vehicle. So number 1 is money gets in the way. We think we don't have enough money. Number 2, we think we don't have enough time. Number 3, we think we don't have enough skills. Number 4, we think we don't have enough confidence. Number 5, we don't have the right vehicle. And number 6, we let our family get in the way. And I'm letting y'all know right now it needs to stop, because in order for you to elevate, you're going to have to put all of this into perspective and know that this is all what we call protection, but it's really fear. It's not that we can't. It's because, see, what you want wants you. So we can't think that, I don't have the money. Okay, a lot of people have the money. I don't have the time. I don't even have the time. But you got to figure it out. So write down today, what's your obstacles that can get in the way, and it's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 6 of those 6 things. Write down what are your options, and your options is what you are good at. And also, what are you able to do organically that you could teach somebody else to do? What if you could bake a real good cake, and you could teach somebody, how to bake a cake, and now you got a little book teaching on how to bake a cake from scratch? Or it's so many ways to go at this, but I choose to end here, and I'm excited to tell y'all my story that I promised to tell y'all, earlier. I promised y'all to save this story for the end, and this story makes me very, 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 very proud. As an entrepreneur, you have to learn how to create boundaries. Okay, you got to learn how to use your heart and your mind synonymously, right? You got to understand that a part of your decision making has to come from your mind, and a part of it has to come from your heart. It can't be all mind. It can't be all heart. It's very interesting, because it's all about the individual, how everything is synergistically, and you have to find that balance, okay, or those boundaries between the two. So someone from my team finds this beautiful mansion house, and y'all know that I'm big on words, images, emotions, and environments in order to facilitate change. And so my event, the intensive, I wanted it to be in a beautiful environment. So we find this beautiful house, right? So we go to this house, and I'm like, okay, I see a couple things that could be better, but man, this is a beautiful, beautiful house. Meet the owner of the house, and the owner of the house just throws me the kitchen sink and everything, We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and oh my God, you're so amazing. I heard great things about you. You could do you could have the barbecue. You could have. We're gonna think about, let you do the sleepover. We're gonna do this. We're about to launch this. Like I'm excited. I'm thinking I'm blessed because I thought I met an amazing man. I met his wife. I met his son. I met his business partner. My family goes over. We pray together. We break bread together. I mean, we eat some of the best banana cake you could have. I pay my deposit, my $7,500 deposit. I pay my $15,000 deposit. Boom, $22,500 going out my bank account. We have the intensive booked May 31st through June 2nd. We become so cool that, he has a 9-car garage. He says I could park my Rolls Royce in his garage because the event is May 31st through June 2nd. He's on me about this other stuff we're gonna do, and a part of me is excited, saying, "Oh wow, wow, wow! We're gonna do so much together. We're gonna make a huge impact." And he met my family. He knows my pain. He knows where I come from. He came to my event. He saw the women crying. He saw how impactful we are, together. With hold on, y'all, cause this hold on. And something happened, and my phone. I gotta turn my phone back on right here because my phone went dead. So y'all watch me right here on YouTube. I plugged this phone up, but something happened, and I'm about to tell y'all what happened as soon as my other phone comes on, because what happened put me in a very, very, very interesting space. And I gotta turn this phone on right here because this space that it put me in could have almost made me quit. And let me turn my other phone on right quick, y'all. All right, so I'm back. So my phone went dead over here. IG, I'm back. So let me wait. And I'm going to tell this story. I pray that this story inspires, impacts, and uplifts. So, the last date that we had together, we go to the house. Check this story out. We go to the house, and if those of you that was at the awakening, y'all met my brother who was once on crack, my brother who was a real crackhead, and he painted the pictures for Girl Hold My Hand. My brother was one of those kids that my mom took very great care of, and I used to be a little jealous of my brother growing up because I used to think my mom loved him more than us. And he saw everything, y'all. This man came to this event. He saw everything. Long story short, I'm in Cambodia. Mercy calls, Andy texts, and they're like, "Hey, listen, we have a little problem. Everything according to what we talked about happening at the intensive, the 3-day intensive, we have a little issue. This man is saying this. Everything we was going to do, everything that we put together, he came back and he is nothing we agreed upon he wants to do. And mainly the things that he decided that he didn't want to do was almost huh? That's not what you told me. You even met my brother and we prayed in your house and it's almost like fucking Heckle and Jekyll. I'm this can't be real. This can't be real. Long story short, without going into details, God is so good because I almost canceled my event. Because not only did this man rob me of my $22,500, by the time you add up all the collateral damages from plane tickets and hotel rooms that we had to invest to put this thing together, you're talking about $30,000. My attorney, I flew all the way to Atlanta yesterday to sit down with my attorney, and my attorney looked over the paperwork and said, "Wow, Stormy, who agreed to this?" From the very beginning, you could look at this paperwork and see that this was a plot. This was a plan. This was not, something that was done in goodwill. So I'm out of about $30,000 for my event. And here I am in Cambodia with my team. They flew back to Atlanta because now I'm like, we can't cancel this, y'all. We can't. These women are coming from all over the world. And who cares? The money, I know it's not about the money. It's about the experience. It's about what I know is going to happen at the intensive, even what I've experienced in the past, the women that are different. And so long story short, at first I said, let's cancel it. Let's give everybody their money back. But then as time progressed, I kept hearing bigger, 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 bigger. I met another person. Like, you know, most people that do bad, they do bad to a lot of people. So I met somebody else that was like, oh, wow, I know him. He's a very bad person. This is what he does. And so, no worries. I'm pursuing that. Definitely, I'm not letting it go. I will not keep allowing people to think that they could just do what they want to do, because I believe that if I don't stop, if it doesn't stop with me, you know, then I'm a part of the problem. And so I'm going to stop his ass because he's done this to several people, and it's very bad. But on the bright note, I went to Atlanta yesterday, and I'm so excited, y'all, because let me tell y'all what's so amazing. What's so amazing when you have good intentions and you have goodwill, you got to know that everything will align the way it's supposed to. If things don't happen to you, they happen for you. I am so grateful. I sat with my attorney. Not only am I excited because it made me get my affairs in order. Experiencing that made me decide I had to get everything in order, from my estate to all of my businesses to all of my contracts, my trademarks, my patents. Like, sitting down with my attorney, it made me realize that, bitch, you should have been did this. So thank you, sir, for what you did, because you made me realize that I'm bigger. You can't be big and little at the same time. And so things don't happen to you. They happen for you. And I am so excited because we attracted the perfect house. First of all, the intensive is going to feel like a retreat, okay? It is going to feel like a retreat. On the way to the intensive, it feels kind of like our journey, some of the journeys we had in Cambodia. I mean, just riding to the event, riding to the venue felt like meditation. So there's 5 areas we're going to focus on at the 3-day intensive. Number 1 is going to be money. Number 2 is going to be mental. Number 3 is going to be meditation. Number 4 is going to be marketing. And number 5 is going to be momentum. So we're going to focus on money, mental, meditation, marketing, and, of course, momentum, okay? The house that we have, it feels almost like an apartment complex. It is 25,000 square feet, an Olympic-sized, beautiful, the backyard feels like South Beach, my type, right? The floor that we're going to do the entire event at overlooks the pool, right? The pool has all, like, the sand. It's like they have a man-made beach in the back. You're talking about 3 levels. It has a freaking elevator inside. You're talking about an elevator that goes through every floor. I'm talking about my chef is coming. She's catering. I mean, the lunch is going to be amazing. And we got a movie theater on the bottom level. There's a movie theater. Those of you that are elite, and of course, elite is sold out, so please do not get mad, do not badger, do not beg. There is no more elite space available. You have to now be intensive classic if you have not already secured your space. But this house is better. And no disrespect, I'm proud because it's a colored owner. The owner is a colored folk. And I'm sorry, but I'm all about economic elevation for everyone. But it's something about aligning yourself with someone that you can relate to. I met him and we talked, and he shared with me his story about where he came from. And so it's even more inspiring to be in an element with someone that came from nothing. Now he has something. And when I told him about, who I am and what we represent, he was proud to know that we're going to have these type of women in his home just sharing in his freaking success. His house is paid off, y'all. Literally right down the street from his house is Tyler Perry's first mansion, right? When we get there, the backyard, like, I can't even describe it, but all I can tell you all is that we're dominating the entire house. We're dominating the energy. The house felt so peaceful. Only him, his wife, and his daughter, his son live there. And you're talking about being somewhere where you feel as if anything is possible, and knowing that you're in an environment with someone that started like you. okay? And so I'm excited. May 31st, June 2nd, in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm talking about bigger. So I want you watching this video right now to know that it doesn't matter what you are going through, that things don't happen to you, things happen for you. We have about 50 classic seats left, all right? We have about 50 classic seats left. And all you got to do is go to girlholdmyhand.com/97. Now, there is a application process. All right? There is a application process. So you have to pay your $97 to start the application, all right? And if you are approved, your $97 is applicable to your classic ticket. But if you are not accepted, we're going to refund you back your $97. All I can tell you all is that after you leave the intensive, just know that bigger is in store. I have 3 of my dear friends coming. One of my streams of income yields me 8% return last month. That the maximum is 15%. I invited him. He's going to share. Of course, there's no obligation for you to be a part of it. But I wanted to bring in the people that blessed my life, so you all could meet them. I want you to be able to get you a new peer group. I want you to come ready to get new numbers in your Rolodex, new friends in your Rolodex, because Girl Hold My Hand is all about connect, collaborate, and celebrate. I want you to be able to connect with other like-minded individuals. I'm so grateful that I didn't cancel the event, because the person that I met, the home that we're going to be in, him and I already are talking about, business things that we could do together. So what a great relationship to be able to connect with someone that understands humble beginnings. Of course, Anetta Power will be there, all right? And she's another one of my friends that's doing very, very well. 39 properties free and clear, multiple streams of income, and that's what we're supposed to represent. We're supposed to represent a higher level of frequency. And in order for us to represent this higher level, we're going to have to go to another level, which means change our circle, change our mind, change our life. So listen, y'all, we have about 50 more slots available, maybe less, I'm not sure. Elite is completely sold out, unfortunately, for this time. But May 31st through June 2nd, listen, you do not want to miss that opportunity. We only have one intensive once a year. This is 3 days with me, and I'm grateful for what happened. You know what? It may feel as if I made a $30,000 loss, but you know what? If you don't pay, you don't pay attention, right? And so now I'm paying more attention to how I move. You cannot be big and little at the same time. This investment is only $19.97 for 3 days, and all you got to do is ask yourself, am I worth the $19.97 that's going to, am I worth the $19.97? That's it. Am I worth it? It's not for me. It's not for me. The $19.97 that you'll be investing is an investment into you, all right? So 3 days, May 31st, June 2nd, I can tell you right now, because of the amount of adversity that we had to be able to book the venue, I can already tell you what is going to happen is going to be astronomical. I already know it, because nothing got in the way of us having this event. Last year we had this event. We only allowed 59 people to come, and those 59 women can tell you that their lives changed tremendously. Now we're going to have 100 women, okay, and we're going to be in the perfect environment that is conducive to make the most potent impact. We already know it comes with, honestly, I don't even want to go into what it comes with, because it doesn't matter. Number one, just being in that environment for $19.97, I'm sorry, it's worth it alone. But yes, you're going to get your workbook. Yes, you're going to get, obviously, food, right? We may break for lunch because we may want to get out into the environment, but we will have a chef there. We will have food. We will have connectivity, and we will have the right environment conducive to change. So listen, just stop what you're doing. For those of you that believe you need to be in that environment, is about 50 slots left. Go to girlholdmyhand.com/intensive, all right? girlholdmyhand.com /intensive, and I promise you, just know that life, in the great words of one of my favorite coaches, life will never be the same. And that's all you got to know, that you are worth it, and the time is now. I hope that you guys got something from today. I'm about to pack my bag. I'm headed to the beach, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you at the top, because the bottom is just too crowded. Go now, because once we're at capacity, it is done with, and you won't be able to attend until we have our next one next year. The best gift you can give yourself is the gift of changing your energy, changing your mind, changing your life. That's the gift you should want, to become the highest and best version of yourself now. So I want y'all to stop what you were doing and go to get yourself in the environment. And if you're giving yourself the excuse of you can't afford it, that again lets you know that your frequency is off. And if you cannot afford it, that more so validates the reason of why you must do it. Because whatever you can't do, you must do, right? So anyway, have a good day, and I'll see you all probably later on. Have a God bless day, y'all. Peace. Mwah. Change your frequency, change your energy, change your life. Bye.
I remember back then, I was trying to win. Wasn't nobody on my side. They ain't see the vision, no. I ain't had no ear to listen. In the trap, they shit the light. Throw them once for me. Had to get it on my